yesterday. Ooh, 'cause we're worlds apart, but just the same. Step up and watch it break down. You really want it? Wanna make a scene? Show me what you mean. Let's get it started. Let me see what you got. Can you pick it up a notch? Don't think you got it. Can't handle the pressure yet. Oh, stop talking about it. Gotta make this count. Let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready for me? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to say?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, my name is CAW34. I'm excited to say that we have a new series of Prehistoric Island by Matthew the Dinosaur King. And first of all, we're starting off with, well, basically, the island has changed. We've got new plants, we've got new ranges of animals from Anhangera to mammoths. So then, it seems like the island has changed in a 10-year time period, which is made specific by Matthew. And we come to the ceratopsians. Why do I say ceratopsians? Well, it's because Todd and his Triceratops herd have merged with other ceratopsians, such as Longhorn the Strachosaurus and Boss the Pachyrhinosaurus, and just become one big super herd. So now you've got an armoured herd of spiked and horned beasts, so this is quite interesting. And we've also got some other established characters, like one of Todd's sons is named Cameron, and his wife, or his partner, or his mate, or whatever she is called Trixie, and as stated, she's the alpha female, so she's got a higher rank in the herd. So that could potentially bring in some storyline stuff, like maybe we could have one of the ceratopsians challenge Todd or Trixie for the writer's herd leader, something like that. That could be a storyline that could go down. It's just really interesting to see how the ceratopsians have now merged into one herd, and I think strategy-wise that's a good idea. But storyline-wise, that also adds a lot of development to the characters, in my opinion. So that's great storytelling, in my opinion. So up next we got the Carcharodontosaurus known as Mako, who's a juvenile portrayed by the Safari figure. Blimey heck, my words are not in my vocab. Yeah, that. And well, the male Carcharodontosaurus from last season actually appears, and he's actually called Tiger. Now, Tiger is actually Mako's father, so we've got a bit of already. I'm actually liking the Carcharodontosaurus because they have that kind of family development, that character development that basically Tiger and Mako are, they're not just killer monsters. They are a family unit. They'll work together and stuff like that. And also, Tiger has this kind of wisdom thing about him, because he's kind of educating Mako on how to hunt, because she's a young female, which is really interesting. And the reason they're hunting is because they were hunting the ceratopsians, but they end up choosing not to. So up next we come to the Spinosaurus, who are also returning characters, and Stewie and Nefertiti have changed, obviously, and they have the two juveniles, which are named Blue Sail and Sahara. Sadly, Stewie Sr. Passed away 5 years before the events of this episode, which is quite a shame, but now the parents are obviously showing the juveniles how to basically survive on their own, which is really good, because then we can kind of have it where the juveniles obviously move off and they become their own, dinosaurs, and we can follow those stories along if basically Matthew pleases for that to happen. And it's really nice to see that the family's getting on, which shows that there's more development in the characters, there's more development in the story. But I'm quite excited to see these Spinosaurus go off and just do their own thing. But they basically hook I think Nefertiti, she catches a Onchopristis, and it's funny because Nefertiti was portrayed by the Slik Spinosaurus last season, and now she's being portrayed by the Collecte Spinosaurus. It's just quite funny, because it's like she's gone from the classic Jurassic Park Spinosaurus to now the so far pretty much accurate Spinosaurus from 2 years ago, which is like, whoa mate. Morphology, everybody, morphology. So after that we come to the three sauropods that we saw last season, so Nigel, Alex and Sam. And sadly, Sam's baby daughter, whatever she was, sadly passed away, and apparently was killed by some predators. So maybe in the future we might get a prequel to show how the daughter obviously died, which I'm just going to call Sam Jr. because it's easier. So we might see a prequel where Sam Jr. was killed by a group of predators, and I'll tell you in a bit why I think one of the characters is quite important to this, because I believe that they may have been involved in this. But again, it's kind of sad. But also, she's pregnant again, which is like, oh, so who is the so where are all these Soul Souls then? Where are all these Soul males that she keeps, bumping into, having children with, and then leaving? Are they like, I don't know, maybe there's a herd somewhere, but it's just really sad how some of the characters have died and we didn't get to know them properly, and it's just like, the one character that we didn't get to know properly because it was a Soul baby, so yeah. But overall, it's just really nice to see that these three are kind of getting on okay. Why did I say long? That's just weird. But also it seems we're getting a lot more development in Sam, just because we're more focusing on Sam, just because she suffered a great loss, which is kind of sad. But she's pregnant again, so we'll have to see how the next Soul babies do. So basically, we then come to Daisy, the Dilophosaurus. This is not a Dilophosaurus, there's a Cryolophosaurus, but I'll get into that later. Who's hunting for Alphadon, but she's getting stalked by a Cryolophosaurus, which could imply that with the Ceratopsians, because they're teaming up and they're herding up together, maybe the other animals are doing it, and this is causing for, less successful hunts, and therefore the predators might be getting desperate, which could be a great storyline, in my opinion, if Matthew does this, but I don't think he will do, which, doesn't matter. But that's an opinion of mine. And Daisy, she's hunting Alphadon, but she's been hunted by a Cryolophosaurus male, and see, my theory was with these whole Sam Jr. thing is I thought maybe after, I think the male Dilophosaurus died last. I think he died last season. I can't exactly remember, but if he did, then it's a possibility that Daisy, being a pack hunting animal, because she does seem to get into packs, with other Dilophosaurus quite easily. So maybe she is the reason Sam Jr. is dead, maybe. And then, before the Cryolophosaurus can strike, boom. Malachite and Annabelle and their son return. They kill the Cryolophosaurus. Boom. Episode 1 is done. Episode 1 was quite good. I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. A lot of development, a lot of character development, which is really good. So it kind of sets up the season, which I'm really excited for. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and go and subscribe to Matthew the Dinosaur King's channel. You will not regret it. Bye bye.